Hello and welcome to the Gimbal Guru Reframe Presets tutorial. Here you will find all the details on how to install and use the Gimbal Guru Reframe Presets. A short summary: what are the Gimbal Guru Reframe Presets? The Gimbal Guru Reframe Presets are ready to use 360 video reframing templates. These ready to use reframing presets can be applied to your 360 footage via drag and drop. Weather perspective presets with precisely selected parameters for the best output quality. Prefabricated animations for creative reframing ideas. Ready to use reframing transitions. And a lot more. This all you get in one package with the Gimbal Guru Reframe Presets. Perfect for all beginners as well as professionals who want to exploit the full creative scope of 360 cameras. The Gimbal Guru Reframe Presets are compatible with all 360-degree recordings, whether Insta360, GoPro or any other brand, and no matter which resolution, 4K, 5.7K, 8K or 10K. The Gimbal Guru Reframe Presets are compatible with all brands and resolutions. The only requirement is that the 360 video material is already stitched. The main requirement is Adobe Premiere Pro. You cannot use the Gimbal Guru Reframe package without Adobe Premiere, so make sure you have the latest version installed. To use the preset package, it is also a necessary requirement to have the Insta360 Reframe plugin installed. To install the Insta360 Reframe plugin, install the latest version of Insta360 Studio. You can find the download link in the user manual. The installation of Insta360 Reframe is automatically included in the installation of Insta360 Studio. If you have purchased the Insta360 Reframe presets, you will receive a zip folder containing everything. The first step is to unzip this folder. Then open Adobe Premiere Pro. Click on Effects and search for Insta360 Reframe in the search bar to make sure that the Reframe plugin has been installed. If so, delete the search term from the bar and open the Presets folder. Right-click and select Import Presets. In the unzipped folder, search for the file Gimbal Guru Reframe Presets .prfpset and import it. The complete folder of the Gimbal Guru Reframe Presets is imported and you can start immediately. Before I show you all the details of the application, I can only recommend that you watch my Insta360 Reframe tutorial in advance. There you will learn how the Insta360 Reframe plugin works and all the basics that are helpful and necessary for usage. Now the installation is complete, so let's start with the application. If you open the Gimbal Guru Reframe Presets folder, you will find subfolders with the different resolutions. To explain the application examples to you, I will therefore create a 4K sequence with 30 FPS. I import my first 360 raw material there, which I need straight away. Back under the Effects tab and the Gimbal Guru Reframe Presets folder, I open the 4K folder. There I find further subfolders with Perspective, Animation, Advanced Animation and Transition. I will explain everything here. Let's start with the Perspective folder. The first Perspective preset is Cinematic. All presets can be applied to your 360 raw footage, simply via drag and drop. The perfect viewing angle and the best parameters for the highest possible quality for cinematic reframing have been selected here. The values View Control, FOV Control and Distortion Control are defined here to achieve the best quality. This perspective template is perfect for any 360 camera raw material. You get a wide angle view without noticeable distortion. This template is ideal for landscape or similar shots. You can animate and change the viewing angles as you like. The perspective template, Cinematic Wide, is very similar to the cinematic template. The only difference is that you get an even wider angle of view. With Cinematic Extra Wide, you get the maximum wide angle that still looks natural. With the ultra wide angle perspective, a large part of your 360-degree shot is squeezed into the reframing image section. The distortion is already clearly visible. The ultra wide angle preset is perfect for shots on a mountain, in front of a cliff or other places where you want to give the viewer an insight into the impressive environment. With zero distortion, all parameters have been preset so that no distortion is recognizable in the image. No matter how you turn and twist the view, you will not find any distorted lines, even in challenging environments. The City Cinematic preset is ideal for reframing 360-degree shots taken in cities. Care has been taken to minimize vertical distortion so that there are no falling lines in the image. Regardless of whether a panning or tilting movement is reframed, the reframed shots with the City Cinematic preset look professional and high quality. So we are done with the perspective folder. Now we continue with the animation folder. In the animation folder you will find ready-to-use creative reframing animations for your 360 video material, which can be applied simply by drag and drop. Let's start with the first one. With the planet landing preset, it looks as if a small spaceship or drone is landing on a planet. The effect works best if you move your 360-degree camera on a selfie stick from top to bottom and then apply the planet landing preset. First I import the raw material and then I trim the video. I put a cut where I want the effect to start. Then I apply the animation preset by drag and drop. Important: you can use the source parameters to adjust the initial values so that the presets are suitable for your 360 recording. If you apply an animation preset to your material, this tab is always open by default. This makes it easy to make adjustments. In this example, I adjust the pan parameter a little bit. Very important: I recommend you only adjust the pan angle in the source parameters. If you change other parameters, or more than one, errors may occur. Then you must close and open Premiere Pro again. The preset Top Dive simulates a nosedive flight. This preset is perfect for dynamically diving into a scene. Here I also cut the video first and then I apply the preset animation to it. The panning parameter must then be adjusted in source mode. and the animation is finished. The vertigo or dolly zoom effect is an optical illusion where the zoom is changed during a camera movement. The effect works best when you are walking along with a constant speed and then apply the effect. Here are some different scenes where I used the preset. The effect can be shortened by pulling the two keyframes backwards. With the FPV Drone preset, the flight of an FPV drone can be simulated. The FPV preset works best when you film in an environment with the selfie stick fully extended. The dynamic reframing movements simulates the flight of an FPV drone. The reframe preset dynamic lookaround is perfect in environments where you want to present the viewer the complete 360-degree environment. The preset provides a dynamic 360-degree all-around view. The tiny planet flip is a creative way of reframing where you switch from an inverted tiny planet perspective to a tiny planet. This results in an interesting animation with your 360 video material. The mega zoom out is ideal for presenting the surroundings to the viewer. For example, if you have a stunning landscape, the mega zoom is perfect for presenting this landscape. A large part of the 360 shot is displayed in the reframed image. The Tiny Planet Flip 2 preset is similar to the Tiny Planet Flip, except that it switches from the Tiny Planet view to the inverted Tiny Planet. The dynamic zoom-in is perfect for a dynamic entrance into a scene. This effect is suitable for almost every 360 shot. The Tiny Planet Explosion is an experimental, creative 360 effect where an explosion is simulated. Also a creative way to enter into a scene. The mega zoom in is the opposite of the mega zoom out. It zooms in and reduces the reframing image section. The cinematic tilt-up is a simple tilting movement which looks like a professional shot due to the smooth movement. The cinematic tiltdown is almost identical. The only difference here is that it tilts down. The preset, the drone above me, simulates an overhead flight of a drone. The best results are achieved when you film with a long selfie stick directly above your head and walk around. Fast back and forth changes the view perspective between front and back. In other words, a quick 180-degree pan. This allows you to display the scene from both sides in one reframing video. You can adapt the back and forth pan by moving the keyframes. The 360 scan preset scans the entire surrounding by panning through with 90-degree increments. The drone zoom out simulates a drone flying over you and taking off in the air. The best results are achieved when you film with a long selfie stick directly above you and walk slowly. This so-called phone tilt effect is slowly rotating the video by 90 degrees. In the social media folder, there is an additional effect in the animation folder. If you watch the final video on your smartphone and you rotate it slowly, it creates an interesting effect. And these were all animation presets. To summarize, the preset animations can be easily applied as follows. First, import and trim the clip. Second, apply the desired animation preset via drag and drop. Third, adjust the pan angle in the source parameters. The Gimbal Guru advanced animations are animations where more than one video layer is necessary for the final result. Here we work with two layers, which I will now explain to you. Layer 1 is always for the lower video track and layer 2 for the upper one. I will now show you what this means. A split screen is a good way to display several viewing directions of a video in one shot. For example, if you have a recording where you want to show the front and back view at the same time, you can do this with a split screen. By holding down the Alt key, I copy the video from layer 1 to layer 2. Then I apply the preset for layer 1 to video track 1 and the preset for layer 2 to video track 2. And my split screen effect is finished. You can now adjust the viewing angle in the different layers as you like. The split screen horizontal preset is exactly the same as the split screen vertical, except that the split screen is displayed horizontally. The Inception preset is a creative way to create the Inception look with your 360 video material. To do this, copy the video into layer 2 and then apply the preset to both layers. Attention! If you change the source parameters, it is important that you do this in both video layers 1 and 2. In addition, You must change the second parameter at anchor point to adjust the effect optimally to your video. Do this for layer 1 and layer 2. The dynamic Inception look is similar to the Inception look. In addition, movements are included in the dynamic Inception effect. As with the Inception effect, everything must be adjusted for both layers. Finally, we come to the transitions. Transitions can be used to creatively switch from one 360 shot to the next. Here, clip 1 and clip 2 are always added in sequence, creating a transition with the presets. Clip 1 is always in the first place and clip 2 always in the second. Attention! Both clips must be lined up directly next to each other without a gap. Only then will the transition presets work. Let's start with the first one. The spin transition preset enables a dynamic transition between two clips. A rotation movement is used to switch seamlessly. To do this, the clips must be cut as desired. The transition to the beginning of clip 2 takes place at the end of clip 1. Simply apply the preset to clip 1 and clip 2 via drag and drop. If desired, adjust the pan source setting parameter and the spin transition is complete. The pan transition is similar to the spin transition, but here the seamless transition takes place by using a pan movement. The sky transition tilts up to the sky. Here too the goal is a seamless smooth transition. The ground tilt transition is perfect for shots taken just above the ground. This transition is created with a dynamic ground tilting movement downwards and back upwards. The zoom-in transition first zooms out and then zooms seamlessly into the new scene. The zoom-out transition zooms out dynamically and seamlessly. And these were all the perspective, animation, extended animation and transition presets of the Gimbal Guru Reframe Presets package explained in detail. In the different resolution folders you will find the same effects adapted for specific resolutions. For example, you can also create all animations for social media in vertical format. All animation presets can of course be changed, adapted or extended. There are no limits for the user. You can be endlessly creative with it. So try it out yourself and take your 360 videos to the next level with the Gimbal Guru Reframe Presets.